Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my loves. Hold on, as usual. I just need to set up my shot because you can never really tell properly before you come on. Hello, can you all hear me okay? Happy 2023, my loves. Happy 2023. Thank you for joining me. I hope you all are well. Infinite blessings for this new energetic year, new numerical year. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna look at the energies of 2023, the potential energies. Because remember, this isn't fortune telling. This is just heads up. Y'all can manipulate or maneuver through the energy as y'all feel you need to for your highest. So I'm going to start with looking at some astrology for 2023, and then we'll move into the tarot reading. As per usual, I feel like my camera looks a bit foggy. So give me a second, loves. Get y'all's tea, coffee, wine, get your popcorn, get your favorite blanket if you need one. Let me do this quickly. Let's get into it. I'm so happy to see so many, 6 people, but I didn't expect. I didn't know what to expect, so I'm really glad to see some numbers. How are y'all feeling? Get involved in the chat. Let me know how y'all feeling. Drop some hearts or some flowers. Hello, Tam Tam. Happy 2023. Thank you for joining me. How's everybody in the room feeling? What's the vibe? How's y'all Sunday? How's 2023 going so far? Okay, so everybody's quiet. All right, so I'm going to get into it. I was thinking to wait to see if more people would join, but let's get into it because I don't want this to go over an hour. I don't want to exhaust y'all or myself. Yes, love from Barbados. Home, people, home. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like this is going to be exciting for a lot of people. And that means so many different things to so many different people. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. This light is not right. Hold on. Ooh. That's better. Okay, that's better. That overhead light was not cute. I feel like it's going to be exciting for a lot of us. We have major planetary shifts happening in 2023. Pluto, Saturn, and Uranus are moving signs. Those are outer planets. So it's more a collective energy shift, but of course it will impact us depending on where those planets are in your chart. All right, so we'll look at those changes first because that kind of sets the tone, a major tone. The nodes are also changing signs. So the nodes, south node, north node, are points connected to the moon that I won't go into detail about, but those also have massive impact in how the energy is going to impact everyone. Your south node, this is your past energies, potentially your past life or the gifts that you came into this world with. If you check yourself in the north node, those are the things that you have perfected. Those are the things that you have expertise on. Those themes, depending on house and sign, which sign they're in, will tell you a lot about who you are, your makeup, as it is like, what you've collected over lifetimes. Your North Node is the energy, the direction that you are going in, what you are here to build on, to grow in whatever way. Now, some people will say, oh, you need to focus on your North Node in this lifetime. Da, 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 da. But how can you focus on your North Node and not focus on yourself, where all the expertise, the wisdom, the experience is, right? So you really need to balance both. Those are changing signs. They're moving in tropical astrology. They're moving. So the sign, they go backwards, the nodes move backwards. So they're moving into Aries and Libra in a couple months' time. Hello, welcome, my love. Welcome. Thanks for joining. So there's a lot happening. It's also the energy of 7. For those who follow me on Instagram, I have been going crazy, or even Twitter, I've been going crazy with talking about 777 because it's been everywhere. 2023, if you add that up in numerology, it's a 7 energy. But when I check back some of my posts from 2022, it was starting to build from then. It was starting to build even from exactly a year ago. I posted, no, sorry, a couple. It's one of my pinned posts on my Instagram. If you go and check my Instagram, January 2022's energy forecast, I spoke about different things that might come to the light, etc. And the slides I added to that post had 7s everywhere, and I spoke about the fact that I find it very interesting there's so many 7s involved. So it's been building, and now we into 2023, the 7s have taken over. Last week I was seeing a lot of 5s and 3s, interestingly enough. But 7 is important because this is a year of introspection, reflection. You are analyzing, you're researching. You're going to go into your spirituality. Some people will go into their religion like hardcore mysticism. This is taking this time out. This is going inwards, connecting. Meditation is a big part of how you will make it. Sorry about that. I think I have a short in my mic and it's causing my voice control to come on. Hopefully that does not happen again. Let me move it in a way that it doesn't create an issue. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Sorry about that, my loves. So your spirituality or your whatever you use to connect, to feel grounded, to connect to yourself, to connect to the higher realms, the higher energies, higher dimensions, your guides, your ancestors, whatever you do to feel connected, you need to immerse yourself in that this year. Well, this year. For me, the year is, I follow the astrological year. So that's in March and spring for those in the Northern Hemisphere. But this energetic year, let's call it that, or calendar year. So let me just look at some of the astrology that we need to pay attention to, especially in January, because most of this big change is happening in January. So right now we are in Capricorn season. If you follow tropical astrology, we are in Capricorn season. Venus moved into Aquarius on the 3rd. So today is the 8th. So we already got things happening. We know that we're in Mercury retrograde because that's what everybody talks about. But we've had planets in retrograde for quite some time. All right, Uranus was retrograde. Mars has been retrograde since, what was it, July? I don't even remember, but it's been 6 months ago. No, not 6 months. It will be in one sign for 7 months. It's going to change from Gemini into Cancer in March. Mars is a fast-moving planet. It usually changes signs, I think, every 6 weeks or so. So to have Mars in the same sign for 7 months, wow, right? And most of that time it was retrograde. All right, so we had our full moon, happy full moon. We're still in the energies of the full moon that we had on Friday. Yes, Friday. Well, yeah, Friday, late Friday, well, 11 o'clock, 11 p.m. here. It was exact full moon in Cancer. Mars goes direct on the 12th. All right, so Mars is the planet of energy. It's your power. It's taking action. It's war. It's domination. It's that go, go, go. So we've been very much in a slow, it's been calling us to slow down. And it was in Gemini. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So it was like, don't take action in the things you want to say. You might think it, but don't necessarily speak it. It might not be the right time to speak it, or it might not be something that you need to speak. You know, a lot of people have been caught up with the things that they said over the last couple months. So perhaps a lot of bombastic energy, you know, people could be very aggressive in their speech, which then leads to other types of aggression. So Mars is going direct on the 12th. So we will start to feel by the end of January, we might start to feel a lot more energized to move forward. Now, right now we are immersed in Saturn energy. It's Capricorn season. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And then we move into Aquarius season, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Its traditional ruler is Saturn. The newer ruler is Uranus, which will be going direct on the 22nd. So before I get there, let's talk about Mercury. Mercury is going direct on the 18th. All right. So, but always remember there's at least 2 weeks of shadow phase before you start to really feel like, okay, we out of retrograde. We out of Mercury retrograde. All right. But it's going direct on the 18th. On the 20th, the sun moves into Aquarius. We have a new moon on the 21st in Aquarius, and then Uranus goes direct on the 22nd. Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus is a planet of unexpected change. That could be good or bad, however, whatever that means for you. But lots of like things popping out of the blue type of energy. Let's see. I've noted here something that I find, I didn't go fully into researching it, but just looking at it made me think it's going to be an interesting time. The 25th, we have moon. The moon goes into Pisces and it's conjunct Neptune. So Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and Neptune is at home in Pisces at the minute. And then we have the moon. Conjunct means the moon and the moon is right up next to Uranus. They're together. So considering the moon influences our intuition, Neptune influences our intuition, and Pisces influences our intuition, right? I feel like that time, really pay attention, make a note, really pay attention to your dreams leading up to the 25th and at the 25th and just after. Because I feel like the intuition is going to be popping, and there might be a lot of like weird things happening, weird spiritual things. You might see spirits, hear spirits. For those who already do, you know, feel chills or whatever. I feel like it's going to be a real like interesting time spiritually. The 27th, we have Venus moving into Pisces. Venus is at home in Pisces, as in Venus is exalted in Pisces. It does well in Pisces. And then we have the moon on the same day moving into Taurus. Now, Taurus is ruled by Venus. And then we have Venus moving in to Pisces, and it feels great in Pisces. So the 27th, I feel, is going to be very sweet. I think it's a Friday as well. And Venus rules Fridays. So if I'm correct in saying that it's 27th, pay attention to that day as well, because I feel the energy is going to be very sweet, very romantic, or you might feel like very creative, or you might find yourself indulging in the arts or creating art or whatever Venus rules, right? So we have that. Now, after the planets, I don't even have my notes saying when these planets are moving into changing signs. I believe it's in March, that if not all of them, most of them are changing signs. I thought I had it on my notes here, but I don't. But after Uranus, Mars, and Mercury goes direct this month, we do not have any retrogrades until April. Yes. We don't have any planets retrograde until the 21st of April. Mercury goes retrograde, and then all the other planets follow throughout the weeks and months after that. So it means that between the 22nd of January and the 21st of April, all systems go. All the planets moving. You might start to feel like energized, and things start to move forward where you might have been feeling sluggish or, feeling blocked in whatever way. You might start to feel a lot more like yourself. All right. Now, like I said, March, we have Uranus moving into Gemini. Yes. Uranus is moving into Gemini. We have Pluto moving into Aries. And we have Saturn moving into Pisces. Big, big changes. As far as Saturn moving into Pisces, this might be felt a lot more by Pisces risings and mutable signs. So Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo might feel this change a lot more. Everybody's going to feel it, but it will impact those signs. It could impact those signs more. Pisces, what was I saying? Yeah, Saturn going into Pisces, that's it. We have Uranus moving into Aries. So Aries risings might feel this a lot. The cardinal signs might feel this a lot as well. Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, and Aries. And then we have Uranus moving into Gemini. So again, the mutable signs might feel this a lot. Gemini risings might feel this a lot. And Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, and Gemini, as I mentioned, might feel this transit a lot. Again, all of us are going to feel it, but those signs might feel it even more. Okay. As I go on, I will create videos for my channel talking about these transits more in more detail so y'all can understand. But I'm just pointing out that 2023 is a lot of change. And I feel like all this sluggish energy a lot of us have been feeling for a long time, or just feeling like we're spinning our wheels, things are going to start to shift forward. All right, welcome to those who joined recently and said hello. Thank you for your greetings. Now, let me see. I want to start with a theme. I want to use the Aboriginal cards, Aboriginal Oracle cards, to get a theme for 2023. Now, before I go on, for those who follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you will know that I have been talking about how faith seems to be the theme of 2023. Now, this really kicked off for me maybe just before Christmas. The word kept popping up, and then in one of my sacred circle lives, if you are a member, if you are not aware, I have a membership on my website where I do exclusive lives and content for those who are members. And I hosted one on Christmas Day, and there was this conversation about faith, just randomly popped up about faith, and we went deep into this conversation about faith, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. 2 days later, I was having a conversation with somebody, and 7 people in the room. I was having a conversation with somebody, and they brought up the word faith, and I said to them, I just had this real deep conversation about faith. I really need to pay attention to this. There's something in there. All right, cool. I went to do some research on the energy of 7 for 2023. And the first result that popped up on the search engine was an image. And then it had the words, listing some of the themes of what 7 energy means. And in capital, the only word in bold letters, capital letters, was faith. And I was like, well, here we go. And then after that, I kept seeing people talk about faith. And then what really kicked in for me. Hello. Greetings. Bless. I'm so happy to see y'all. And what really kicked it in for me was somebody that I follow posted how 2023 is the energy of taking a leap of faith, trusting the process, and that sealed it for me. So major theme of this year is faith, moving in faith, not necessarily what you see with your two eyes, but what you know to be true. And what you know to be true has, in order to trust what you know to be true for you, is going inwards, is meditation, is sitting in stillness and silence, is mindfulness, is connecting spiritually, religiously, whatever your foundation is, to feel connected to the higher energies. You have to rely on that. You have to increase and strengthen your intuition. You have to be able to trust your intuition and know how your intuition works. What is the language of your intuition? Your language between your guides, your ancestors, Most High, your higher self. Everybody's language is different. Everybody receives intuitive messages differently. So as we move through to move in faith, it means that you have to be able to trust yourself. Self as in capital SELF, self, yourself. Because we're going to be put in positions where we'll be fed a lot of it's a lot of chaos, potential chaos, because again, this energy, the energy of 2023 is introspection and spiritualism and mysticism and going inwards. So the energies that try to control this realm don't want that. They don't want you introspective. They don't want you connecting. They don't want you knowing self, because that's a problem, right? So there'll be a lot thrown at you to knock you off your path, to knock you off your purpose, your mission that you've come here to complete. You got to be able to connect to yourself, right? All right, let's get a theme. Like I said, I have the Aboriginal cards, Aboriginal Oracle, I think it is. And we're going to read the message because these cards are often, Aboriginal Dreamtime Oracle. These messages are always deep. Hang on, let me just open court. Open the session. You can go through 3 times. All right, let me see. I saw a message. Hi, Michelle, my love. This resonates so much with what I've also been receiving. Thanks for the confirmation. You're welcome. Welcome, Sally and Akila. Oh, so many beautiful faces. Tamara and Tamara. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, what's the theme? What's the main message that you want me to... Why tell y'all about these cards? Listen, the card is Inner Quiet. Inner Quiet. All right, you have men's business at the bottom. Wondrous opportunities. I tell y'all, you see the key as well. And the key is going inwards. Tap in, listen. I have been able to build. Tomorrow will be 6 weeks or 7 weeks. 6 weeks. Tomorrow will be 6 weeks. 6 weeks of consistent meditation, prayer, scripting, journaling, speaking affirmations, just connecting before I start my day. 6 weeks. So when I express to y'all that this is important for us to do these things, to make it to ease our way and flow our way through 2023, I'm speaking from my experience, and it's impacting my intuition. It's impacting so many aspects of my life that I have to keep reiterating to y'all. Find what works for you and be consistent in it. 7 people again. All right, so you got inner quiet. We have wondrous opportunities. There's this key here, and the key is going inwards to unlock the opportunities, everything that is lined up for you, that's destined for you, that has your name on it. You don't have to struggle and fight for what's yours. And we have to also not compare ourselves to others. Our journey is our journey. And when we fully immerse ourselves in what our journey looks like and feels like and is, that's the key right there. It's not about speed. It's about longevity. There's this astrologer that I follow on Twitter. He often says Saturn delays, but Saturn never denies. Saturn may delay, but Saturn never denies. So Saturn is that energy. Saturn, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is that energy. Saturn is time. Saturn is discipline, consistency, crossing T's, dotting I's. So you build and you build and you build and you build, and Saturn will reward you. Saturn also does not like complainers. So bear that in mind. At the heart is respect. Respect the process. Respect the process. Respect time. Mother Nature's balance, respect, and Father of the sky. Talk about a balance. Talk about a balance. Mother Nature's balance, Father sky, and respect in the middle. Respect the balance. You need both to create. You need masculine, feminine energies to build anything, to create anything, to bring anything into life. All right, so the message is inner quiet. Let me read this for you quickly. All right, so it says, back in the beginning of time, there was a huge rock in the middle of the desert. The rock was born from the ground over many millions of years, and during this time, the sun and the rain has sculptured amazing shapes into him. And if you look closely, you could see the caves and shelters that had been forged through the millenniums. In the desert where the rock lived, the days were burning hot, and nights were freezing cold. He liked the heat during the day, but he often wished he could also be warm during the cold desert nights. As the rock had no voice, he could only watch as the plants began to grow. Then animals started to evolve. Then eventually people were born into this land. He watched for thousands of years as people passed him by. Then one day, a young boy whose family had become sick on their walkabout came to the rock in search of shelter. After a short time, the young boy found a small hole in the rock, and after exploring it further, found a cave which could only offer his family the hope of survival. From that day onwards, the family would build a fire deep inside the cave to keep themselves warm, never knowing that the warmth from their fire was keeping the rock warm at night from the cold desert. All right, so the message for this card, for inner quiet, is look more closely at what is happening around you, as you seem to have a limited view of what the situation is really about. Spend some time investigating your concerns, because a whole new horizon will appear before you once. Let me read that again. Spend some time investigating your concerns, because a whole new horizon will appear before you once you start looking more closely. You will begin to understand that the wonderful choices you have before you were always there. You just couldn't see them. Gotta go inwards. You gotta go inwards. You gotta go inwards. You gotta say your prayers. Connect to your ancestors. They're always around you. Your guides, the spirits that walk with you, that are here to support you through this life. Lately, I have been calling on the elevated benevolent ancestors who are experts in certain things. So whatever concern I have, whatever issue I have going on, I call on those specific people. If it's about business, I need guidance in business, I call on my ascended ancestors who were expert entrepreneurs, who were expert money handlers, traders, merchants. so that they can guide you. And the messages come in the most beautiful ways if you pay attention. But how do you pay attention? By being quiet. And not necessarily, this could come during your day. So being quiet, the inner quiet, as in your mind is not going a million miles. Once you slow down your mind before you start your day, you notice a lot of different things. You're not swept up into the madness of life. So you ask about butterflies, and a butterfly flies by you, and you notice it because you took time to go inwards. But if you caught up in your day and you caught up in life, a butterfly goes by and you don't even notice. Oh, move out my way. Oh, why you're in my way? Right? All right. So that's the main thing we're looking at this for 2023. Inner quiet, so we can connect to that 7 energy. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. Let me just check to see if I should. I'm going to get a Divine Feminine card as well, and a Mermaid card, and then we'll move into the Tarot. Okay, sorry guys, what's the message? Give me some more themes for 2023. Some more themes for 2023, Spirit. Okay, one more shuffle. That ain't it. Spirit guys, work with me. Give me some more themes. Which Divine Feminine energy? Thank you. And it's Queen Esther, the Morning Star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So I spoke about Saturn, and Saturn is time. And then as I spoke about how Saturn might delay, but it never denies, and how we need to respect Saturn. And then I opened the deck and I saw that respect card. So my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. Faith, right? Faith. You have Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. One of my favorite cards in this deck. She's gorgeous. On the surface, we have Vajrayogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Right? Sacred, sacrifice. To have consistency and discipline takes sacrifice. So everything that you do, every step you take is sacred. You know, you connecting to yourself. You turn that into a ritual for you. Start with you before you rush out during the day, rush out to do this and that and third for everybody else. Wake up just a little earlier, just so you could carve out that time for yourself. And if you, whatever, because life happens and sometimes you can't wake up, you know, to serve yourself, but make sure you fit it in at some point, because we got 24 hours. At the heart is my Bago, the warrior saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. I'm going to read that again. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. My devotion to my rituals, to what I've made sacred. So trust your divine timing. I tell you, a lot of people who have been struggling or finding things seem sluggish, 2023 is a game changer for a lot of people. I feel that. I feel that within myself. But the key to that is not to push harder. It's not to work harder. It's to work smart. Start with the spirit and let the rest, from spirit comes the material. And also, a lot of things are closing off. So I've been reading, for me, I feel like part of it is things that started in 2019. There's something coming full circle. But I've also been reading people talking about 2014. Whatever started in 2014 or whatever happened in 2014 is coming full circle in 2023. So go back to those times and look to see how if that resonates with anyone, with any of you. All right, let's move into some tarot cards. Oh wait, no, I said I would get a Mermaid Oracle first. Oops, sorry. And what do I see waiting when I cut the deck? So we waiting for this sky to clear and the sun to come up and all the goodness to go through. I don't think it got much longer to wait. Need some more themes for 2023. And I just saw love. Changes are coming, 100%. Here's the solitude. I'm telling you, in my solitude. I'm drinking some lemongrass tea. Balance. With some sea moss. Abundance. Decisions. Now, I didn't speak about that, but I did a live last Tuesday on Instagram. And I brought up the fact that this is also a time where there's going to be a split. It's already started to build, but we are in the middle of major changes happening in 2025, 2027. So we're kind of in the middle. We've already gone through a lot of transitions and changes and seeing situations and people in different ways, different scopes, etc. So 2023, there's going to be a split. There's going to be a choosing. There's going to be a choosing. You're going to find people on one side hardcore and others on one side hardcore. Especially like I spoke about 7 being the energy of spirituality. But 2023, you're going to see people either going hardcore religion or hardcore in spirituality. And I don't even like to say spirituality as if it's a separate entity, because everybody is spiritual. We are all spirits. So there's no way that to breathe is spiritual. To see a butterfly, to see a tree is spiritual, right? If you all feel me. But there's going to be I don't feel as if there's going to be any middle ground. All right, let's get some more themes. Okay, so we have contemplation. So you have inner quiet, the morning star, which would be Venus, right? The morning star, and contemplation. So all signs of going inwards. You have friendship at the bottom. I've been seeing this card a lot as well. Every time I do readings for clients, or, this card keeps popping up, friendship, which is, you got decisions under that. Friendship is a massive part because that's your support system, right? Friendship could be family, friends, literal friends or whatever, but interdependence is a big thing moving forward. Community is a big thing moving forward. You have to have solid, you got to know who your people are. You got to know who you can rely on. You got to know who got the same mindset that you can roll with. If anything should happen, if anything should kick off, you understand? You got to know who surrounds you. Mystery is at the top. Very 7 energy. The mystery of life. Sometimes we don't always know the meaning of things. Sometimes we have to just accept that things are the way they are. Mystery and light. So perhaps you will be, like I said, seeing clearly about a lot of things. At the heart is healing. I love this. Look at that. Friendship, like-minded individuals, your support system, your guides, your ancestors, your spiritual support system and your physical support system. And in the middle is healing. So a lot of us will be contemplating these connections and who we could roll with and who we could heal with, who supports our healing. Ha! And look at that. Okay. Okay. We got healing, solitude, and letting go. So you see, clearing out your closet. I see hope and move forward. And the future as well, very close by. So this is not negative or heavy or anything. This is a freeing. This is a knowing. This is, I feel like in knowing, in being clear where you stand or where you stand, how you stand, when you stand, it gives you freedom, because now you don't gotta spend time wandering or worrying or being paranoid or doubting or questioning. You know who you are. You know who the people around you. You know, y'all feel me, right? All right, let's move into the tarot cards. How long have I been talking? 41 minutes. Okay. All right, Spirit guys, give me some more messages and themes for 2023. What do we need to know? How do we grow? How do we elevate? How do we self-actualize? How do we make the most of this energy? What do we need to be aware of? Give me one more. Thank you. Wow. Huh. Wow, 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 wow. What's at the heart, Spirit guys? Okay. Y'all see my face, right? Your main cards, our main cards for 2023, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. The Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. Truth, victory, expression, clarity, transparency. The Emperor is that Saturn energy. The Emperor is Aries, but every time I see the Emperor, it makes me think of Saturn. You know, being a leader, having authority, being clear, being direct, being mature about things. You have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So this is your spirituality again. This is contracts, knowledge, what has been done. South Node energy, what has been done. How have you perfected? What have you perfected? How can you connect to your spiritual self? What is within you, within your blood, your bones, your DNA, the wisdom that's locked within you? How can you tap into that to wield your wand, your sword, sorry, even your wand, but to wield your sword, your throat, to get to the bottom of things, to be clear, and to win, because the Ace of Swords is also about a victory. Let me show you all what's the supporting cards. We have the Four of Swords, the Empress, and the Six of Cups. Talk about friendship, your sentimental connections. The Four of Swords here, rest, connection, going within. It's not work. It's work smart, not hard. It's connecting to your spiritual self so that when you move through your material world day to day, that things unfold smoothly. Now, y'all notice that the Emperor and the Empress, one on top of the other. I don't know if y'all notice that. Hence the face, because how? Y'all remember these cards? I got the deck and I see this healing journey. All right. Do y'all remember I cut the deck and at the heart was respect? On one side was Mother Nature's balance, and on the other side was Father Sky. So much balance is happening here. Men's business was the card at the foundation. For me, this is also very Emperor. Getting things in line. Wow, my mind blown. So, okay, you have the Ace of Swords here on top of your Four of Swords energy. Once you say what you have to say, or when you know what is true for you, as I said from the beginning of this, when you know what's true for you, you don't have to stress about anything. It's work smart, not hard. Rest is an important part of 2023 as well. Not everything you have to fight, or not everything is a battle for you. Choose your battles wisely. Listen to your body. Burnout is not a good thing. We don't want burnout. It takes, I read last year, it takes 3 to 5 years to recover from burnout. Imagine if, and a lot of us are, society, capitalism has created a society of chronically burnt out people. You just function on adrenaline. Cortisol levels through the roof. Nervous system shot. So if it takes 3 to 5 years to recover from burnout, and people are chronically burnt out, what does that mean? So unfortunately, oftentimes it gets to the point where our bodies shut down because we ain't listening to them. So our bodies will be like, oh, you ain't hearing me? I want rest, but you still pushing? Unplug. All systems fail. Don't let it get to that point. Listen to your body. Okay? Trust your knowing. Trust your feelings. Trust what you need to express and get off your chest. And when you say what you say, go and rest your head. Don't worry about it. Ain't nothing else to do. And also, when you do the work, rest. Let it manifest. It is not grinding. You gotta let your creations breathe so that they come into material. All right, you have like I said, the Emperor and the Empress, one on top of the other. This is absolutely beautiful balance because the Empress is the creativity and the Emperor is taking action in it. So whatever you are working towards, whatever inspires you, whatever has been floating around in your head, could be ages, could be recently, could be years. Think back to 2014, think back to 2019. What has been on you, even from childhood? What has been inspiring you for a long time, or you've been working on for a long time? You might not necessarily have taken action on it, or you feel scared to take action in it, or you have doubt. You got to take that leap of faith. You got to bring it in. Greetings, Afro Fairy Goddess. You have to bring it into, you owe it to yourself. You came here on a mission and a purpose. You owe it to yourself to complete it. We living not for this life, we living so we can elevate in the afterlife. So with the Emperor and the Empress, that's such beautiful balance. It could also be, and this is the major cards, this is our spirit, this is our spiritual self, our divine feminine, our divine masculine. It could also be for some of you, you have masculine, feminine spirits and energies around you that don't play. This is an image this image is based off of Yamaya, the mother of fishes, protector of women and children. It's interesting too that we have the morning star. We all see the star here. That is very interesting. Same colors as well. This is your creativity, fertility. This is sweetness. This is Venus energy. This is going into the waters, cleansing, and how beautiful it shows up. And we in the energies of a full moon in Cancer, and she's associated with the sign of Cancer. And then you have the Aries energy. So you have Venus, which is Taurus and Libra energy, and you have Aries. So the Aries energy is going after. It's the I am. It's taking charge, stepping into your leadership role. The Venus and the Taurus energy, the Taurus and Libra energy, which is Venus, is the beauty, the art, the luxury, things that you value. This is the material realm, working beautifully together. We have an energy here of the Hierophant on top of the Six of Cups. So it could be contracts are a big thing in 2023, especially when it comes to children. Children seems to be a big theme for this time as well. Or something connected to a long time ago, something from a long time ago coming around again to make official. So putting things in writing. Ace of Swords as the first card. Okay, putting things in writing, making things official. We have a lot of Taurus energy here with the Hierophant and the Empress. So Taurus is bringing things into the physical. It's an earth sign. Taurus again is good living, luxury, is enjoying the spoils of life. They work hard, but they enjoy life even more. With this Six of Cups, you see how silly this card is. So you must have a balance between work, but you must also have fun, rest and have fun. But there's contracts being signed. There's things being made official. It could be marriage. I see the Emperor and the Empress, and I mean, come on now, that's a couple. And it's not even, and it's major cards as well. It's not even like a Two of Cups or like a king or a queen. This is Emperor and Empress. This is levels. So people who have been potentially putting in a lot of work, healing self, two people coming together, two individuals. A relationship is, traditional relationship. Two individuals, but the point is, it's not about 50-50, it's 100-100. The Emperor and the Empress, they don't play. They've done the work. So you might find that healed divine unions coming together in 2023, making those things official. Let's see what else comes through. Four of Swords, Ace of Swords. Yeah, people definitely trying to pull you out of your energy, because with the Ace and the Four of Swords here, that's Five Swords, which could be a sense of conflict or unstable energy, slander, gossip, etc. So you always go the high road. As long as you know you're being honest and true, go the high road. This is also praying and meditation here, and knowing that you are surrounded. You got all these spirit animals surrounding this merman or merwoman, I don't know, whichever mer person. All right, let's see what's any further advice. Make it clear, please. I knew that card was going to come out. I saw it before. Okay. So you got threes everywhere. You got a Three of Pentacles here. So this is why that friendship card came up before. Contemplating your support system. Moving forward, you must have a solid support system. You have the Three of Swords showing up here. And when I was shuffling before, I saw it. And I know every time my eyes land on the card, it will pop out. Three of Swords and the King of Cups. So whatever you're working through, you might encounter a sense of grief, loss. This is a time, in order for new to come in, you have to let go of the old, things fall away. This could also be old pains and hurts that you're healing, that are healing to come up. Healing was at the center of the Mermaid cards, wasn't it? Right? So healing. So with the introspection and the slowing down, it means a lot of things are going to float up to the surface. It's important to move your body as well, to help shift trapped emotions, trapped energies within the body, right? So as all of that flows up, you might start having memories of things that you have yet to deal with or still working through, because healing is a process in itself. And in order to do so, in order to flow through this, to release this, to learn the lessons from this, to move forward, you must rely on the King of Cups energy. That sense of balanced emotions, spirituality. You know, you must have dominion over your emotions and see emotions for what they are. Energy, emotion. They're aspects of you, right? What is the energy, emotion, your emotion is showing you? Don't sink into them. Observe them. How? By meditation. I will keep bringing it back to that because this is foundation we're talking about. Your foundation needs to be solid. So in order for you to feel like the King of Cups, having dominion over your emotions, being the emperor of your emotions, and not letting them pull and tug and drag you, you got to go inwards. That's how you're going to deal with this Three of Swords. If this isn't something that you're already dealing with, there's something coming. All right? There might be a grieving process. But you know that you got your foundations. And if it's not your inner quiet, perhaps it's your support system, right? Let's see what else is there. Because even here, the Three of Pentacles, this is working with others. Wow, look, Ten of Pentacles at the top. Support system, family, whether by blood or soul. The ancestors as well, the spirit guides watching over. Wow, 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 wow. And Temperance at the heart. Balance again. Temperance is all about balance, patience, creating magic, alchemy, understanding that to do so, it takes, there's steps to it. It's a process. And you trust the process and you go, my ego is in service of my soul and I trust my soul's divine timing. So in order for lead to turn into gold, it takes time. What's the final message here? Final main message for 2023. Final main. Listen. My loves, the final message here is the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. I tell you all, right, excited about 2023. So your word of advice is that, yes, as you slow down and you go inwards and you connect to yourself and you say you do your do, the things that have hurt you, that the things that you're still working through are things to come. Yes, it might be heavy, but then what comes? One door closes and another one opens. The Ace of Cups. A brand new cup. Why? Because you connected. Right? So one cup is emptied, a new one comes. What are you going to fill that cup with? This is new, emotional balance. This could be new relationships and partnerships. I see the Emperor and the Empress solidifying relationships or new divine unions coming into play. Feeling happy, feeling flowing, lots of creativity, inspiration. And then the Wheel of Fortune, my word, success, things lining up. This is destiny. This is being in the right place at the right time. So opportunities flowing in. Wow. And I forgot to mention, because it didn't happen in 2023, but Jupiter just moved into Aries. I think it was just before Christmas. Jupiter being the planet of expansion. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. This is Jupiter, this card, the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter's luck, success, business success. Jupiter, if you're looking for love, if you date men, Jupiter would represent the masculine, or masculine, very masculine energy. If that's what you date, Jupiter in your chart will represent that energy. Venus would represent the feminine. Mars would represent those people you date. Jupiter would represent the husband, right? Venus and Jupiter would be the husband and wife. Mars would be the people that we date and we have fun with, and da 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 da. Just as an aside. So when I see Jupiter here, Jupiter just moved into Aries. Jupiter is that, like I said, that planet of expansion. And Aries is the I am. Aries is that go-getting energy, you know. Oh, I feel inspired. Let me go after it. So Aries energy has been expanded. All right, so this could also be why I feel excited about 2023, because I feel like people will feel driven to go after the things that they feel called to do, the things that they might have been putting off, or kind of like self-sabotaging, or, you know, hiding from the world. I feel like we have that energy to like step fully into it. Jupiter is like leadership. So we got this 10 of Pentacles, like I said, your support. This is also money, materials, feeling stable in that, feeling stable in your money, etc. Considering we have the Empress and the Emperor here, I'm seeing good signs of that. We have strength at the top, which is Leo's energy. And this is your spiritual strength. Not feeling that you have to force things or push things, not knowing that you don't have to push or force anything. This is the sense of moving in divine timing and trusting processes, stepping out of your own way. Because looking at this image, you see the whale is caught in a net, and the more the whale thrashes, the more entangled in that net he'll get. So it's not about physical strength. Sometimes it's about strength. It's about patience, the strength of faith, courage, sacrifice, trusting, okay, the whale god, trust that this mermaid can help me. I just gotta stay still for a bit. At the heart is Temperance again, Sagittarius energy. Like I mentioned, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So this is Sagittarius rules spiritual wisdom, spiritual philosophy, long distance travel, thinking bigger, long distance. Anything long distance is Sagittarius energy. Anything connected to spirituality is Sagittarius. It's the archer. So knowing that wherever you point your arrow, and I literally saw a post today with the art speaking about the archer. They were talking about knowing what your purpose and mission is, and not, you might want to do a million things, but you have to like rein it in and focus on that one thing to perfect it. That one thing that's part of your destiny, and not get distracted by all the other things. Focus your arrow and hit bullseye. Create the alchemy, and even to perfect that will take time, right? I saw this Ace of Wands before and I wanted to mention, but I don't remember when I saw it, but yeah. So that's what I'm saying for the main message as far as the tarot goes. This is exciting. The Emperor and the Empress for me is just like the Ace of Swords being the first card. Like, wow. Yeah, this is beautiful, my loves. You got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, the Empress and the Emperor, the Hierophant. So this is, you've been approved. Congratulations. You know, this is scholarships, loans, signing leases, like I said, marriage, anything connected to making something official is also your spirituality, and for some people, religion. It's going back to the sacred texts, you know, using the sacred texts, how it resonates for you. It's also knowing that the sacred texts are within you and not everything is in a book. And trusting when you download certain things, nobody has to validate that. It is what it is. It is your truth. All right. So I'm going to, because I see the Emperor and the Empress here, I'm going to get some love cards first to get some themes for love. What's the messages for 2023 for the collective spirit guys? What's the message, spirit guides? Woo, child. Huh. This could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner you seek. All right, so this is very, very general. Whoever this is for. But with the Emperor, the Empress here, and this Ace of Cups, so there's something bubbling up romantically. We have deception at the bottom. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So when I see this, I don't feel as if it's a case of, yeah, we got honeymoon underneath that. I don't feel it's a case of outright deception. I feel like a lot of people are hiding themselves. Ace of Swords being the first card. So it's a contemplation. You have a contemplation, inner quiet. So this is a time when people being pushed outside of their comfort zones, big time. And oftentimes having been through something hard, some kind of hardship, especially when it comes to love, you know, matters of the heart. It's not always easy for people to be vulnerable. It's not always easy for people to want to start fresh or want to trust, right? So when I see someone who's wearing a false self mask, it's like people could be hiding themselves. Let's see what's on the top before I say anything else. Okay, so you have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. What have I been saying this entire life? That 2023 is a big time for us to go back to those foundations. So whatever this connection is, it's a spiritual awakening. It's creating some kind of spiritual awakening of some sort. Some of y'all have been dreaming about this person and have yet to meet them. So you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Could have been in the astrals, not necessarily in the physical. Okay. Or if you have met this person already, it feels very like, I know you. How do I know you? You know what I'm saying? And for some of you, whether you might not have dreamt about them as yet or met them in the physical, but you've done lifetimes together. And sometimes when we meet people again in this new lifetime, considering that there's some karma attached, and karma is not a negative thing. Karma is what it is. Karma could be good or bad. Karma is what you reap, you sow. Right? So when people talk about karmic relationships, that's not necessarily a bad thing. To be a soulmate, there must be some sort of karma already there. You would have had some kind of experience with this person already, right? So y'all could be crossing paths with people that you've met in other lifetimes, and you've come now as emperors and empresses because you have perfected yourself, as in you've learned whatever lessons you had to learn in those other lifetimes. So now when you cross paths with this person, it's just like, okay, wow, so we doing this now. We serious now, right? This is a for real thing. All right, cool. All right, cool. Let's see. At the heart is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. All right, and we know how right now we are being told how the world is as far as money and all that. And I say it that way because, again, remember, we're going inward. So know what you know to be true for yourself. Because you're being told finances are this way and that way, understand that oftentimes they tell you these things so we create it with our minds. Not that it's already happening, But if we hear it enough times, we believe it. And then we create it. So not everything you see, you can believe. You have to go inwards. I'm going to say it a million times. We have finances and career. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And then we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. One door closes. A new one comes. And this entire reading doesn't necessarily have to connect to love. This can connect to every aspect of your life. Your money, business matters, create your creations. It's just that I'm talking about love right now, okay? But love-wise, it's time to release your ex, my loves. So new energy could come in, and keep an open mind about it. Finances and career might be a factor in your love life right now. So right now you might need to just focus on building yourself, or they're focused on building themselves, or, y'all together focused on building foundations so you can move forward. Because I see signing contracts, making something official here. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to moon cards. I also have, let me do the Lenormand cards first. These cards have been very creepy to me these last couple of weeks. They have been so incredibly accurate, down to timing. It is, now that I say that, I don't have my book here. That's annoying. So you just gotta use my intuition. Oh yeah, it's over there. All right, cool. Are y'all okay? Are y'all still with me? Y'all absorbing? Okay, my spirit guides. And the bubbles, I have so many bubbles. I don't know if y'all can see. The bubbles. The energy in here high. All right, spirit guides, give me a message for 2023. General message that we should be aware of. What? Oh my God. What is underneath that? Okay. I don't think that card came up, but I pulled it out anyways. You have the dog and the clouds. So, right, authentically, intuitively, the dog, think of dogs, loyalty, playfulness. It's a 10 of hearts. All right, or the 10 of cups. So this is a happy card. So again, when I see the sense of making something official, I see the emperor, the empress, we see friendships and all that. And you see the dog, this is a reminder, there's loyalty around us. All right. This is beautiful. You're going to see who's who. Also in all types of relationships, you will see who's who and who really has you, who really supports you, who's loyal to you. The clouds now is a sense of being unsure. You might start to question, you might have doubts in some way. I actually pulled that out. I pulled that out with the dog, but it wasn't the card that flipped over. Let me get one more. Thank you. Right. Okay. Now I think that's my card. You got the birds. All right. So the dog and the bird. So messages coming in, conversations, communication. The Ace of Swords could also be communication. If you've not heard from somebody for a long time, they can be coming around again. The Six of Cups, sentimental. All right. Having that conversation. Again, go back to 2014 and 2019, because this is something connected to those time periods, I feel. So you could have swift communication coming in, knowing very clearly, yes, focus on your arrow love. Knowing very clearly who's loyal. Having that conversation that you might have been dreading for a long time or waiting for. Not only connections, but also situations and places, good Lord, situations and places, they align with you, right? If you have applied for something last year that's close to your heart, you could hear some good news in the coming months. As far as timing, 12, so this could be 12 weeks. Wait, let me see. 5, 6, 7, 18. Hang on a minute, let me get my little book. Oops. All right, hang on, because like I've been saying to y'all, I'm still learning these cards. So 12. As far as timing goes, right, 12 days or 12 weeks. And the dog, 15, 18. $18 days or the 18th of the month. All right, so 12. So on the 18th of the month, up to about 12 weeks from now, you could be having some sort of conversation. Or it could be sooner. It could be within 12 days to 12 weeks. And it could be on the 18th of the month that you have this conversation, that this person comes in, or whatever letter or approval you've been waiting for. Right? So the dog is acceptance, companion, devotion, fidelity, friend in capital letters. Wow. Affection, friendship, lover, loyalty, pet, unconditional, playfulness, and trust. All right. Love, a true deep friendship or soulmate, a feeling of belonging. And career, a very accepting and supportive time at work. And what was the other one? The birds. We learning together, loves. We learning together. Or 12. So the birds, therapy. Now, interesting that I mentioned deception. Somebody's wearing a false self mask. And we have the 3 of Swords. And the Ace of Cups could also be about therapy. The King of Cups could be about therapy as well. You know, we had healing with the Mermaid cards. So, therapy, gossip, communication in capital letters, conversation, interview, phone calls, or siblings. As far as love, many conversations dealing with the relationship and career, meetings, and a lot of back and forth communications. All right. So that is the main thing. I don't think the clouds card, I pulled that out by accident, but it showed up anyway. So it's still reminding you that even throughout, as much as there's all this beautiful energy, we will always have the clouds. We will always have the sunny skies and the clouds. It's the wheel of fortune, right? Things are up, things are down. Things are up, things are down. But at the end of the day, the clouds will move away and the sun comes out and we keep going another day, right? So, yeah. All right. Let's get some moon cards. What's the message, spirit guides? Okay, wow. Laughing my ass off. You know what? Sorry if that was loud. First card is the Ace of Swords, right? Communication, truth, transparency, all of that. 2023, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. 12 weeks from now. So that's March, isn't it? Yes. Give or take. So March, April. Gemini season is from the middle of April to the middle of May, which lines up with the birds, the dog and the birds. So some sort of big communication, mark this down, my loves. Some kind of big communication can be coming in around March, April time. March, April, May. Okay, we have another Gemini card at the bottom. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So you got full and new moon in Gemini. Communication. Ace of Swords being the first card. Wow. Clarity. And also, don't forget, communication is not just with another person. Communication is within yourself. Communication is with the higher energies. Communication is connecting to the spirits that walk with you. Top of the deck. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So the Hierophant, I see her writing here. This is Taurus's card. So you know, this is also very Emperor-like. You know, taking action, putting things. Sometimes you need to see them for your subconscious mind to really absorb it and get things moving. And also writing helps to bring things into manifestation. So making a practical plan, you know, whether that's your 5-year plan, 10-year plan, your 2-year plan, whatever it is. It could even be your vision board, right? Seeing the steps in front of you could help you to bring it into. Sorry, my battery just thing. We're going to wrap up soon because I'm on 20%. Seeing it in front of you or in writing or you know, helps to bring that energy out. That's another form of working with Mercury. Mercury energy. That is funny. It's time to take action is the next card. New moon in Aries. Right? The Emperor. So make a plan and then action it. And I don't feel as if this is heavy or, oh my God, I gotta action. Don't feel stressed or strained about this, because how everything is lining up, planetary wise, energetically, it will naturally happen. You won't feel like it's a mission. You will feel energized to do it. You will know your own time. And my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. Right? So don't feel overwhelmed. This will all flow for you if you trust yourself. At the heart is surrender to the divine. Full moon. This reading is just, wow, beautiful. We have, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Then the full moon card. And then we have don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Remember I said to you, Leo is the strength card. Don't let pride get in your way. So don't self-sabotage. Don't trip up your own self by being loud and work behind the scenes or do your thing behind the scenes or have your relationships behind the scenes. Not everything social media needs to know, because you don't know who looking at your social media and trying to send you evil eye and all sorts. So move in silence, inner quiet. All right, I'm going to get one of these angel answers and then the Angels of Atlantis card. I just saw no need to worry. Then I saw big happy changes. Give me another message for 2023, spirit guides. Ooh, no need to worry popped out. What I tell y'all, y'all see how that jump out, right? No, listen to your intuition and then success. So you got no at the bottom. Listen to your intuition. Success. Do not trip up yourself. You got romance and then perfect timing. Do not trip up yourself. Stop stressing. Forgiveness is here at the top. All right, so maybe you're forgiving this energy, forgiving yourself, forgiving the situation, forgiving the place, the person, so that you can heal, so you can bring in something new, so you can release yourself and cut the cords of connection by holding on to resentment. You got trust under forgiveness. All right, let's see. At the heart is don't stop. Don't stop. Get it, get it. We see it. Zero. To zero. This reading is amazing. You have in the near future. In the near future, don't stop. It's up to you. All right, y'all good. We good. No need to worry is the card that jumped straight out the deck. I'm going to get an Archangel card. And then I have, actually no. So I have these Iyami Oracle cards that I'm going to do a review for on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to get one card from this deck. And I definitely have to read it because I haven't learned all of the meanings, but I felt like I wanted to incorporate this into our 23 reading. What's the message, Spirit Guides? One more shuffle. What's the message? Oh, 2 cards. We got the Mother of Sound and the Beauty, which is Oshun. So we got an image of Yamaya coming out, and now we got an Oshun card. Look at how beautiful that is. We got the Maiden here as the foundation. So I'll just read the messages from these 2 cards quickly. This is card 12. All right, so the message for the Mother of Sound is use your voice, connect to your inner child in order to tap into your creativity. Good Lord. Use your voice, connect to your inner child so you can tap into your creativity. The next card is Oshun Oloya. Oh, I just opened the book to the Maiden, which is at the bottom. So clearly she wants to be heard. Her message is a seer. Perceiving what others cannot perceive is a hardship. Thus, contemplate frequently with water. Confront your fears. All right, so we connect into water. It's interesting that I pull out the mermaid cards. Water is a big thing. All right, so 2023-7 would be ruled by Neptune. So this year is a Neptune year. Neptune rules Pisces, which is water. How very interesting. And Neptune is your inspiration. It's connecting to spirit. That's how spirit inspiration, right? We download messages from spirit, and that's like, oh wow, that's a great idea, and then we take action in it. So water is a big thing, connecting to water. I've seen so many water things already. You know, Wakanda, we got Avatar, and so many other water scenes. People talking about Atlantis and mermaids a lot. So you see how this all comes together. And let's read Oshun's card. What page is that? Page 9. All right, so the message is express gratitude, time to relax, to clear your mind. Answers will come after resting. Laugh, play, eat, love. Look. 6 of Cups energy. Relax. Rest. The answers you need are coming. Was one of the moon cards, right? So you have to go inwards. You have to do the things you love. Have time. Enjoy life. So everything just flows. We don't need to work through. Girl, look. I call you all girl. Girl, boy, whatever. This reading I just saw a message pop up. Chris Mary, my word. I was thinking about you yesterday. That is insane that you're here. Welcome. It has been a long time. So yeah, the mother sound, which is Agalu and Osun Oluwa. Sorry to mash up your name like that, Oshun. But the mother sound and the beauty. And we got an image of Yamaya. So we got all of the water goddesses showing up, the sweetness, the feminine energy showing up. I'm going to get one archangel card. This is the archangel that will have a message for us for the entire 2023. If you want, you can go research the archangel, connect to the archangel that comes out if it resonates with you. Which archangel has a message for us, spirit guides, as we move through this energetic 7-year? What's the message? Thank you. Let's see. We have trust at the bottom. You real. Let's see which message this is. Zadkiel, gratitude. Archangel Zadkiel. Look at that. All the bounty. And under the Ten of Pentacles, I just realized is the sun. So I shall read this for you. Zadkiel, gratitude. So Archangel Zadkiel is the divine comforter. And it says, you have chosen this card to remind you of the bounty recently received and how important it is to be grateful for gifts. In truth, our planet is filled with such fruits of grace if we allow ourselves to see them. Zadkiel teaches us to open our hearts and to reveal generosity and kindness to others. There is no scarcity in the place of ultimate well-being and joy we know as the source. Loss is only a condition created on planet Earth in our constant desire to possess more. Therefore, allow your own gifts to inform others on your path, bestowing the refined sense of your joy wherever you are. Chant so AH, to release the conviction of love from your heart chakra. Wow. So there's only a sense of loss when we want more and more and more, but our cups are full. Our cups are full. No matter what happening in life, like it's the small things. Always go back to the small things. Rely on the small things to remind you of the magic of life. You know, you're going through a hard time, but you see a bird fly by, you know. Like I say all the time, butterfly. You see a butterfly or a bee, or you hear a child laugh, or you see a rainbow. It's the small things that, you know, somebody makes you laugh. Somebody makes you chuckle. Somebody just pops in to say, oh, I just thought I'd check in to see how you were. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the small things because we got so much. We got so much. We got so much. So y'all can connect to or research or look into Zadkiel if you're not already. Yeah, so that is our 2023. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I am feeling. Remember, the general message could be applied to money, your creativity. Sorry, my battery is on 10%, so we're going to wrap this up. Your battery, this can apply to your money, your businesses, your romantic life, yourself. More than anything, this was relating to yourself. Okay, yourself. I see bounty here. So be grateful, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. So more comes for us to be grateful for. All right. I was just thinking I didn't do a law of attraction card, but that's fine because I feel like what we needed is what we received. How are y'all feeling? Thank you so much for joining me, for sticking it out with me and in, you know, interacting with the messages. Let me just scroll it quickly. I don't want to run out of battery. Looking forward to that review. Taking notes. Okay. Loving it. Changes are coming. Balance. This resonates so much. All right. So I've seen all those messages. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, my loves, if there's anybody want to say anything, ask anything before I go. If not, I wish you all a beautiful rest of Sunday, a beautiful new week, starting tomorrow. Get into your routines. Build, and don't feel overwhelmed. Take it step by step until you build a routine that works for you, that just feels like second nature, right? That's the important part. You're so very welcome. Thank you as well. Thank you, sisters. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Much love. Take care, my loves.